We're moving on to standing up now. We'll follow a similar theme to our work standing back. We'll start by looking at rhythm, gaining some rhythm and getting some volume into the keeper, and then we put that under some pressure with some reaction drills. Probably the three areas of the body that you want to look at are your head, hands and feet. Hands, generally pretty easy. What we're looking for is just a nice big catching area. Okay. The other thing is that our hands aren't too close to the body. They need to have freedom to work. Otherwise, when the ball gets a little bit higher, it gets harder to access. Also, we're looking for the head to get close to the ball, so a close relationship between the head and the hands. And then if we look at the lower body, we're basically looking for a really strong position, okay? That's going to vary between your keepers, but you may have heard like the Z position discussed, so we'll have a look at that from a side-on view. What the Z is the position that the body gets into, which is a strong, powerful position. The most common mistakes you get with young keepers, or any keepers really, is more relating to their posture and where they, so some will be too far forward in here, hands underneath them, and then you'll be able to pin them on the shoulder blade like that, because this position here, so I talked about the Z there, so generally it's by side-on is such a good thing. So if you look at me there, if this is a very sort of shallow Z, okay, and what happens is it forces my hands underneath me. It's very hard to get your hands out there when you're standing up, okay. Some people, like other keepers, might be down there, and that's just not a powerful position at all, and their hands will come up before. So we're trying to look really for this ideal strong position here, and also this gap between elbow and hip. This is going to vary. I mean, first and foremost, you want to be able to see the ball, and some keepers can get too tight to the stumps and actually restrict their view. So if you see someone peering around the stumps, for instance, then maybe they're a little bit too tight. Some people will talk about where your foot position goes, and often people say, well, if you put your inside foot on the line of off stump, that's a guide. I'd say that's very much a guide. If you look at Tom here, he's quite wide, so if his inside foot was on off stump, that would probably force his head a little bit too wide of the stumps. A good gauge is probably say something like around fourth stump would be a good place for the middle of their head to be. Okay, and then what that allows then is that variance of different size keepers, the different width of their base.